What's up, you guys? It is Battle from 105.9 The Rock, Nashville's classic rock station, and the Battleground podcast. And as you know, UFC 317 this Saturday on pay-per-view. And a guy who is no surprise to fighting. I mean, literally just fought not too long ago and is now ready for another fight. Give it up for our guest today, Joshua Van, joining the show. Josh, man, how are you doing, dude?
I'm doing great, man. Thank you for having me.
Man, thanks for being here on the show. Now, I got to ask you, ahead of 317, you're stepping in on, what, a 3 weeks notice to face Brandon. How has that last-minute change impacted your training and mindset going into the fight this Saturday?
I mean, last-minute change, there's no change. I didn't have no opponent. You know what I mean? They called me, and the answer was always yes. So, you know what I mean? As soon as they called me, it was like, yes, we fighting. Yeah,
for sure. And, you know, what is it like to get – you know, a short notice call to fight the #1 contender? Did the fight camp, you know, just play through the Silva fight into this fight?
Man, all glory to God, man. You know, he gave me everything in time. So this is my chance to show the world. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Yeah, definitely go show the world this Saturday, UFC 317. Now, you've said after I beat him, I'm getting that title for sure. How do you envision that transition after the outcome of the co-main event this weekend?
See, I don't really care about the outcome of the co-main event, you know. All I'm worried about is my fight, and then after I win, the winner of that fight gonna come see me. So,
and you're gonna make sure you have yourself a ringside seat for that fight for sure, right?
Yeah, I really want to do the face-off just so, you know what I mean, it's like a little promise to the fans and things like that.
Yeah, we're definitely going to be excited for that for sure. Of course, UFC 317 this Saturday live on pay-per-view. Now, I want to know, has the rise to stardom affected anything in your camps? You know, maybe less people that can come train that are flyweights, less social media, or is it all still the same?
Everything's the same, man. I keep the same people around me. You know what I mean? Same team, same coaches, same teammate, and things like that. So everything's still the same. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's always a good thing when you have everything, because it makes you feel comfortable. You're not dropping somebody off here that you could really, you know, go to them and say, hey, what can I do here instead of this, or what can I do there? Keeping that familiarity with you, obviously a good thing, especially when you just take, you know, fights on short notice as well.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like me and my coaches, man, it's not like teacher and student things, you know, it's kind of like a friendship thing. So it just make everything easier, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Now, I do want to kind of dive into a little bit for UFC 317 this Saturday. What is one thing that you see in Royval that you can expose and take advantage of?
There's not a lot of hope, but you know what I mean? That's something I'm going to have to go in the cage and find it, you know what I mean? Because what you see on TV and what you see inside that cage is completely different. So I think I'm just going to have to go in there and figure him out.
Yeah, for sure. And it's definitely going to be a fun fight to watch on Saturday, UFC 317 live on pay-per-view. Now, we're, 6 months into the year. How many fights are you trying to book before the end of 2025? Are you going to, you know, again, wait to see the outcome of the co-main event and take the winner, or would you be willing to fight once more if they can't book before December, that matchup against the co-main event?
They're going to have to. They're going to have to. You know what I mean? So, yeah, one more fight before the year end.
I mean, I think Dana can make that happen for sure. And I think as UFC fans, I think we'd all like to see that one more time before. And then, you know, at the end of the year, we hear that and no, right? Joshua Van.
Yes, definitely.
We're going to definitely put that out there in the universe for sure. Now, one thing a lot of people have been talking about here recently, just unexpectedly, Jon Jones officially retiring. You know, not a lot of people saw it coming, and it just came out there. How do you reflect on somebody like Jon Jones's legacy, and what do you think the UFC's direction shifts now that such a major figure is stepping away?
I mean, I feel like it's time for him to retire anyway. You know what I mean? He did everything he could done in the sport and things like that. So, uh, you know what I mean? The UFC, they being very good at giving a chance to the new guys. You know, the up and coming guys like myself. You know what I mean? We got Elia, the main event, and things like that. So, the UFC is in good hands.
Oh, for sure. And of course, it's going to be in good hands with you, especially once you take over that championship by the end of the year. Because again, we're throwing it out there in the universe. We're all about positivity here on the show. We're all about putting it in the universe. And we expect a title around your waist by the end of the year. Now, before we let you go, because I know you got other things to do because you got to get ready for the fight on Saturday. What is, if we were to look at your playlist right now as you're listening to music going through camp, and all of a sudden we come across like a certain song on that playlist that we're like, didn't think Joshua listens to that song. What is that song on your playlist?
Shit. Can you die from a broken heart? I don't know who the singer is, but and then Take Your Time by I don't know the singer. Yeah, those two.
Solid plays right there for sure to be on the list. Definitely one of those ones that people are like, oh, Joshua Van, he listens to that. I didn't realize that. Now they're all going to go put it on their playlist for sure. Real quick, before we let you go, is there anything you want to say to the fans that are watching or listening to this right now?
Man, y'all stay tuned for Saturday. You know, it's gonna be a great fight. You know, me versus Brandon Royval. We always come out and show out for the fans. You know what I mean? So may the best man win Saturday. So you know what I mean? See you guys on Saturday.